Hey guys, so I have my QS motor fully assembled to my GS500 swing arm. I'm just going to do a quick rundown on how I assembled it, what I had to go through, and pretty much what it looks like once it is assembled. So what I did here is I used a Delrin block, drilled out 2 holes through this Delrin block for the locking plate that I'll show you in just a second, and then the hole for the motor shaft. And since my swing arm is hollow, that's why I used this block, so it's compressing and up against this block and it doesn't cave in the swing arm. Here is the locking plate that I was just mentioning. So that is placed on the back side of the swing arm. I will be Loctiting this nut because I didn't have enough space between my swing arm and motor to put the lock washer that actually came with it. So I'll be Loctiting this bolt. Just to give you a reference of how I designed this, I did use templates, just wooden templates, just to kind of get a general idea of how it would be placed inside the swing arm. I did design this with a friend properly to make sure that our hole dimensions were perfectly center when we wanted to drill out the holes inside the Delrin. The one thing that I realized was very difficult when you're trying to work with Delrin is that trying to drill with bigger drill bits becomes really hard, especially when you don't have a good fixturing setup. So I started with my small drill bits and then worked my way up until I believe it was 3/16 of a drill for this specific bolt, because this bolt is the size of a 3/4 of an inch. So jumping from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch is a pretty big step. So what I found out was very easy is to use a stepper bit. So I ended up stopping at 3/4 of an inch on both sides because you don't want to go any bigger. So I stopped at 3/4 of an inch on both sides, and then that also helped me find the center of the Delrin block, and then I drilled it through by a hand drill because the chuck that I had did not fit this drill size. So, and if anybody was curious, the nut size of this is a 1 inch and 1/16 of an inch. So for now I hand tightened this. But yeah, that's kind of the quick rundown. And then if anybody was curious, I will be strapping this cable alongside the swing arm, but that'll be in the next video once I start assembling this into my chassis. So I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.